Alabama gang. Cause we always hit the nail on the head. So check this out, you FSU fans. You FSU fans. Hold on, let me turn this air down. FSU fans, y'all finally got an ACC win. Florida State finally won an ACC game. Man, Florida State. Over a year and something, but you finally got an ACC win. Man, that's tough. The boys' record right now is 4-4. They 4-4. Yeah. After the Alabama win, Florida State beat two Rudy Pools. I think it was East Texas A&M or something like that. Not Texas A&M, East Texas A&M. The one on the other side. The Texas A&M on the other side that nobody ever heard of. But yeah, not the Aggies. Don't get it twisted. Nah, not the Aggies. They still undefeated. But East Texas A&M. Then they beat the bejesus out of Kent State. They were looking like the greatest offense in the country. Then they got whooped. Virginia bust their bubble. Then I think Miami bust their bubble. Then Pitt bust their bubble. Then they lost to Stanford. Florida State was on the ACC tours. They was on the ACC tour. And for some reason, Wake Forest can beat SMU, but they can't beat Florida State. I don't know what's going on, man. The ACC at this point is a diabolical conference. Teams will beat up on each other and then win the games that they're not supposed to, lose the games that they're not supposed to. I mean, I'm a Miami Hurricane fan. I know all about this. We just lost to SMU, the same team that lost to Wake Forest, the same Wake Forest team that got blown out by Florida State that couldn't beat an ACC team. Man, the ACC is funny. The ACC is funny. Georgia Tech is no longer undefeated. They got beat by NC State. Guess what, Miami? NC State is on our schedule. Syracuse been catching L's to everybody. They ain't got no quarterback. Miami played them next. Miami is a 28.5-point favorite in that one. We'll see how it goes. I don't know how to feel right now. You know, I'm coming off of, 2 losses, so it is what it is, man. At this point, we're so over Stanford because we saw what Stanford was. The beginning of the game, we started out slow. Then all of a sudden, we killed them, and then everybody putting all this extra hype on us to blow these teams out because the spreads are very high. And then, Mario Cristobal, or is it Shannon Dawson, or is it Mariball, whoever's getting in the way of the offense being what it's supposed to be. I don't know. Y'all tell me. But SMU lost to that Wake Forest team that Florida State just blew out 42-7. Man, the ACC football is funny, man. Y'all get in the comment section. Tell me how y'all feeling about this. The ACC is funny. Now, when you look at the SEC, they'll beat up on each other, but they all be ranked. And most of the time, the teams that's supposed to lose, they actually do lose. Now, whether it's close games or not, it is what it is. You can kind of predict a little bit with the SEC. Man, a lot of coaches getting fired. Mike Norvell just bought himself another week, basically. So, I guess Florida State fans, y'all can celebrate Miami not going to the ACC championship or possibly not the playoffs. But y'all got bigger celebrations to have, man. Y'all just won y'all first ACC game in over a year. So I think y'all should celebrate that more than Miami losing. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. Florida State, man, y'all are down bad. And I know y'all happy to see us, take losses here and there, this, that, and the third. I know Miami had a promising looking season and it didn't turn out right. But, man, I need y'all to fixate yourself on this. Y'all just won y'all first ACC game in over a year and something. It took you to November. It took you all the way to November to get a win. I mean, don't get me wrong. Mario Cristobal will find ways to lose in November. I guess Mike Norvell will find a way to win an ACC game in November. man, that's tough. FSU fans, celebrate. Pop a bottle. Y'all should have rushed the field. Y'all should have rushed the field. FSU fans, y'all should have rushed the field. Castellanos were promising y'all moments to rush the field. I think this probably was y'all moment to rush the field. Why didn't y'all rush the field, man? Y'all just blew out Wake Forest, the SMU killers, the Pony Killers. They just... You Seminoles just beat the Demon Deacons. That beat SMU. That beats Miami. So y'all should celebrate. Y'all should celebrate. Y'all just beat Rural B to Wake Forest. SEC World beat the Wake Forest. Florida State, man, congratulations on the win. I see y'all had a lot of rushing touchdowns. Ain't had to pass it too much. I don't think you got to pass it too much when you got a running quarterback like Castellanos. Now, let's talk about this a little bit. I got a scenario for you guys. And Miami Hurricane fans, y'all could chime in now. Obviously, we got Carson Beck. Obviously, as of lately, interceptions has been a huge issue. Now, clearly, Cam Ward was generational. Thomas Castellanos, not as accurate as Cam Ward, not as methodical as Cam Ward. Probably couldn't wear Cam Ward shoes. But do you think that Thomas Castellanos at Florida State would have been a better fit at Miami? Do y'all think Castellanos, with the weapons that Miami have, with the offensive line and, even the defense, do you think that Castellanos could have done a better job at the University of Miami than at Florida State? Do y'all think that Shannon Dawson would have better results on offense and not have to run the ball up the middle? Because he don't really have a run option quarterback. Let's just be honest. Carson Beck is not going to be your guy to take off and run like Castellanos is. Castellanos is one of those guys that'll put his body on the line, and we've seen it time after time. Hell, against Stanford, he got hurt putting that body on the line. That's tough. Glad to see him still playing, glad to see him, doing good. But the question is out there, man. Would Thomas Castellanos from Florida State be a better quarterback at Miami than what we've seen from Carson Beck? Y'all let me know. Kind of crazy, right? But congratulations, Florida State. First ACC win in a long time. Y'all should celebrate. Y'all should pop bottles. Y'all should go out, get some models. Oh, that's tough.